Hello, everyone. My guest today is Yaro Starak. He is the creator of a company called inboxdone.com, your email done for you. It's a management service that helps busy professionals and founders get down to inbox zero every day by managing and replying to all of their email. Yaro, you ready to take us to the top?
Let's do it.
All right. How do you manage and reply to everyone's email with no context?
Well, you get into someone's inbox and you create the context. You learn about it. Obviously, it's not me. I'm not the one doing it. We have a team, but it's based on how someone came in and took over my inbox and basically check the sent folder, learn about the company, learn about the person. Then you practice, you start writing drafts, you check it, and then eventually you can almost become that other person.
So what have you grown revenue to today? And then let's get the backstory.
Yeah, so we're about 15K a month at the moment. We just took on 2 more clients, though, so I'd have to double check what we're at for the last 30 days. But the short version of the story is it was something that I wanted to do forever because I broke free from email way back when I had an online essay editing company. And then I got into blogging and podcasting and selling online courses. And during that time, I had someone do my email the entire time. And for me, it was the biggest productivity hack I've ever experienced, breaking free from email. So it was natural that I thought this has got to be something other people want to do. But to be honest, I just had it on the back burner. I was too busy growing a coaching business to focus on it. So 2017, I decided to work with a co-founder. Her name is Claire. She was my inbox manager at the time for my coaching business. And we said, let's just test it. Let's find, 1 or 2 basic, beta test clients, see if it worked for them, see if we can make a profit. Does the system that works for my inbox apply to someone doing completely different industries, niches, and so on? And the test worked. It took about 3 to 6 months to really feel out a process that we could apply for other people. Claire was the one doing it. Yeah.
And so how many customers have you scaled to today?
Yeah, we have about 16, I think, at the moment. Like I said, there's a couple more came on board in the last few weeks. So
this is an expensive product then. What are these? I mean, these customers are paying a grand or 2 per month.
Yeah. It's definitely not like your $5 a month sort of virtual assistant from overseas.
Yeah, this is insane. This is insane box.
in pricing, it depends. What's the value of breaking free from email, But no, we are definitely going after a type of person who is kind of like me. I had a business doing multiple 6 figures, but we had a lot of customer support queries. I had people asking me for podcast interviews.
My point is, this isn't SaneBox is a technical tool that helps you get to inbox zero, sort of like Unroll Me. This is not a technical piece of software. You have people, you're hiring people essentially.
Yeah, no, of course. Yeah, it's not a SaaS. I know you love the SaaS. No, it's all human powered. We do use some tools, Yesware, obviously some plugins, Gmail for Outlook and all that. But no, it is a human being. It's an American educated, English is a first language. So very, very hands-on, very boutique.
Can you make money doing this? Is it profitable?
So far, so good. Obviously, we haven't scaled to hundreds and thousands of customers. So that's a different question to answer at that point. But at this point, with myself, my co-founder, we've got about a team of 8 at the moment, our inbox managers, 1 inbox manager for our own company. So yeah, it's scaling well, but we're pouring all the profits back into growth at the moment.
So break even today?
I would say, my co-founder takes a salary, but yes, break even today.
Yep. We have to pay yourselves. Yeah, that you want to include that in costs. So break even today. And so what do the margins look like, right? What does it cost you to pay an inbox manager? And then what do you mark that? Essentially, you have to mark that time up to make a profit on that customer, right?
Yeah, this has been a learning experience for sure. I can safely say it's 30%, 40% in profit margin. It depends on the client. Some clients they're going to go through peaks and troughs. So they're going to have maybe a week where they're doing a product launch or something happens in their life that's huge, and we almost break even. And then the next week, their email drops, and we're back to a normal profit margin. We have some clients who just they're happy to give us even 50, 60% profit margin just to keep that off their plate, never to go into their inbox again. But it varies on the client. It really does.
I guess my point is, though, if I'm paying you $1,000 a month, you are paying someone to manage my inbox to the tune of $600 or $700 a month. The margin that is left for you in the business is $200 to $300 per customer.
Most of our clients are more around the $1,500 mark, so $1,000 to $1,500, and then we might keep anywhere from $800 to $900, depending on the client. Sometimes it's all the way down to $500. But like I said, that'll change throughout the month depending on what's going on, and they might bump up a plan higher, they might drop down a plan lower. But like I said, so far the margins are holding, but I don't know what it's going to look like over time.
I mean, how do you scale this business though? I mean, those are pretty thin margins, right? If you're doing 15,000 a month in revenue and you have 15 customers, that means the average one is paying you $1,000 a month. You're paying 800, $700 for the VA. So again, there's only 200, $300 for all your other expenses for you to invest in growth and everything.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it can be as much as 600-700 on a 1,500 a month client. When we started, we were priced at 1,000. We bumped up to 1,500. Just again learning about pricing, but some of our clients are on less. And I'll be honest with you, I mean, I don't have an answer for that as we scale more. All I know is at the moment we can pay co-founder's salary. It leaves some money for paying the team that's not inbox managers, like the hiring manager, a few ancillary staff. And then, a couple of $1,000 to spend on marketing at the moment, which I'm enjoying spending and testing different marketing campaigns. But
tell me about that. What are you testing?
Well, for the early stages, it was all like podcast marketing, my own audience, that sort of thing. And then obviously that kind of tapped out. At the moment, I've been playing with, Twitter ads. We've been getting some traction with the VC kind of world. So Twitter is where a lot of VCs hang out. So we've been, playing with that.
What do you mean in VC world? Do you manage one of your 15 customers as a VC?
Yeah, we got a couple of clients who come through, like they're either founders who are now doing investing or they're actually VCs. And I feel it's like a bit of a sweet spot for our service. They're not huge companies. They're usually more boutique, a couple of founders, and they have a lot of email, a lot of inbound email, a lot of communication flow. So again, it's a test. It's way too early for me to say that's the sweet spot, but VCs, real estate agents, kind of a certain size company seems to work well.
Interesting. Okay, now have you done this all bootstrapped or have you raised?
Bootstrapped.
Bootstrap the company. Okay. And any engineers on the team?
No, we don't really need them. I mean, we've got some tech help for the website, but it's not a tech heavy business.
That's what I'm saying. Is there a way that you can build and invest in developing code here to make the margins improve so you can actually afford to bring this service to way more people?
Yeah, well, I've certainly thought about, the AI assisted email management, and there's a few tools that have come out that I've had my eye on, like that can simply just reduce the cost of delivering the service. So
like which tools?
There's one called Tala, which I had my eye on for a while. It hasn't really surfaced as something we would apply, but we looked into it. It basically kind of creates an AI-powered knowledge base for common emails, like, common responses to emails. And the idea is your inbox manager is in there. They've got Tala looking at the emails. It's building a knowledge base.
T-A-L-L-A?
Yeah, T-A-L-L-A, I think is the right one, if you can find it there. But it just wasn't cost effective for us to apply something like that at this point. In the future, if it gets better, with more scale, possibly. But yeah, I don't have an answer.
Has anyone started paying you and stopped?
Oh yeah, for sure. We had a few people. Sorry. Yeah, we had some people who are, it's kind of funny. They can't psychologically let go of the inbox. It's like a case where they're like, I need to see what's going into my inbox. I can't let go of that. So we've had a couple of people who haven't made it through the handover process. And just a couple of small businesses who, they had a down period, and that was one of the things they cut. But then we had the flip side. Some people are with us from the beginning. They're 3 years nonstop.
And to get these folks in the first place, I mean, do you know what you're spending on a fully weighted CAC basis to get a new $1,000 a month customer?
Well, as I said, I only just started doing the paid advertising. So to get an actual CAC, it's way too early for that. And everything before that has been very much a referral and my own network. So, the cost of acquisition has pretty much been zero, or my previous work, if you want to call it that.
You mentioned a couple $1,000s per month you're spending on ads. I mean, it's a significant portion if you're only doing $15,000 a month in total revenue.
So what I'm not spending that yet. I've basically spent $1,000 in the last 2 weeks just playing with it myself. I haven't.
So how many leads did you get?
Sorry?
How many leads came from that?
Well, none. I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's literally week one. We've had a couple hundred clicks. So I'm still refining, the targeting, the keywords, the ad groups, doing the split testing, and even seeing is LinkedIn or Twitter or Facebook or Instagram or Google search, the best platform for this. So a little too early to say.
Interesting. Very cool. Well, let's wrap up here, Yaro, with the famous five. Number one, favorite business book.
So many. I'm a big fan of, I'm going to say, man, there's too many I've listened to recently. I guess if I'm going to go back to the original, Richest Man in Babylon would probably be one of my favorite, more of a money book than a business book, but that was really what got me started.
Number two, is there a CEO you're following or studying?
I mean, I don't want to say Elon Musk, because everyone says Elon Musk, right? Certainly following him. I do a bit of angel investing, so I follow a lot of the CEOs in some companies there that I find interesting, like Fitbod. There's a few there, but nothing too serious.
Number 3, what's your favorite online tool for building your company?
I think Slack would have to always take that. It's how I stay in touch with everyone. We're completely digital. It's just fun to use it because you see progress there.
Yep. Number 4, how many hours of sleep do you get every night?
Well, I'm a big sleeper. I'm like an 8, 9, even 10 hours sometimes.
That's great. And what's your situation? Married, single, kiddos?
Girlfriend in the other room. No kids at the moment.
Okay, no kids. And how old are you?
I'm just turned 41.
41. Last question. What do you wish you knew when you were 20?
Sorry,
What's something you wish you knew when you were 20?
Wish I knew when I was 20. Probably more so to not focus so much on the financial end goal as much as what I was enjoying doing at the time. Because a lot of stuff that I really did do early on purely for money, then I made money, and then I look back and realized it wasn't the making of the money. It was as much fun as building of the business. So I think really slowing down to enjoy that process like I'm doing now. Like it's that playing with ads now, learning about that. That's what's really satisfying.
Inboxdone.com, 15 customers, $15,000 a month in revenue, launched in 2017. He's bootstrapped the company, again, helping you be able to forget about your inbox if it's something you want to do, so you can go on and enjoy your life. Again, scaling nicely, team of 8, again, totally bootstrapped as he looks to continue to figure out how to both scale up his inbox managers and bring on more customers at the same time in the VC and real estate worlds. All right, Yaro, thanks for taking us to the top.
Thanks, Nathan.
One more thing before you go. We have a brand new show every Thursday at 1 p.m. Central. It's called Shark Tank for SaaS. We call it Deal or Bust. One founder comes on, 3 hungry buyers, they try and do a deal live, and the founder shares back-end dashboards, their expenses, their revenue, ARPU, CAC, LTV, you name it, they share it. And the buyers try and make a deal live. It is fun to watch every Thursday, 1 p.m. Central. Additionally, remember, these recorded founder interviews go live. We release them here on YouTube every day at 2 p.m. Central. To make sure you don't miss any of that, make sure you click the subscribe button below here on YouTube, the big red button, and then click the little bell notification to make sure you get notifications when we do go live. I wouldn't want you to miss breaking news in the SaaS world, whether it's an acquisition, a big fundraise, a big sale, a big profitability statement, or something else. I don't want you to miss it. Additionally, if you want to take this conversation deeper and further, we have by far the largest private Slack community for B2B SaaS founders. You want to get in there. We've probably talked about your tool if you're running a company or your firm if you're investing. You can go in there and quickly search and see what people are saying. Sign up for that at nathanlatka.com/Slack. In the meantime, I'm hanging out with you here on YouTube. I'll be in the comments for the next 30 minutes. Feel free to let me know what you thought about this episode. And if you enjoyed it, click the thumbs up. We get a lot of haters that are mad at how aggressive I am on these shows, but I do it so that we can all learn. We have to counter those people. We got to push them away. Click the thumbs up below to counter them and know that I appreciate your guys' support. All right, I'll be in the comments. See ya.